air raid sirens went off throughout Los Angeles County, and a total blackout was ordered. Reports of UFOs in the skies of Los Angeles led to anti-aircraft batteries firing over 1,400 shells into the sky.
Alright, welcome back to another video. Today we're covering a real exclusive classified topic, and we're covering the classic topic of the battle over Los Angeles, gang. A lot of people never heard about this. A lot of people don't know that UFOs actually attacked our armed forces and troops, and so much shrapnel was fired into the air that it covered the streets of Los Angeles. Stick around, we taking a flight, we going straight to the 13th quadrant today. Stick around, boosters up, let's go. Alright, we out of here. 13th quadrant, we on the way. Hit that like button on the way, and if it's your first time, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Alright, we're here. We already here. Let's get right into this action. This is where it all goes down at, y'all. This is where all the copyright material is at. Check it out. Let's go.
The Battle of Los Angeles, also known as the Great Los Angeles Air Raid, is one of the most intriguing and debated incidents in American history, often linked to theories of extraterrestrial encounters. This event occurred during the night of February 24th to 25th, 1942. Just a few months after the United States entered World War II following the attack on Pearl Harbor, tensions were high on the West Coast, with fears of a Japanese attack looming large. On the night in question, air raid sirens sounded throughout Los Angeles, and a citywide blackout was enforced. Reports of unidentified flying objects UFOs triggered the alert. Anti-aircraft artillery units were ordered to open fire, and over 1,400 shells were fired into the sky over the next 2 hours. Witnesses described seeing strange lights and objects in the sky, and some reported seeing a large, slow-moving craft. Despite the intense anti-aircraft barrage, no enemy aircraft were down, and no bombs were dropped in the city. The incident resulted in several civilian casualties due to the chaos and accidents related to the blackout and artillery fire. The lack of concrete evidence led to numerous theories and speculations about what actually happened. The U.S. military initially suggested that the incident was a false alarm triggered by anxious nerves and war jitters. Some officials later suggested that weather balloons might have been the cause of the sightings. However, these explanations did not satisfy everyone, and the event quickly became fertile ground for UFO theories. Proponents of the UFO theory argue that the objects observed were extraterrestrial spacecraft. They point to the fact that despite the heavy barrage, no wreckage or evidence of enemy aircraft was ever found, which they believe supports the idea of advanced technology beyond human capabilities. The Battle of Los Angeles remains a mysterious and controversial episode. While official reports lean towards the incident being a case of mistaken identity or psychological war nerves, the lack of definitive evidence leaves room for alternative explanations, including the possibility of extraterrestrial involvement. This event has been depicted in various forms of media, including movies and books, often highlighting the mystery and fueling speculation about UFOs and government cover-ups. Whether seen as a wartime blunder or an encounter with the unknown, the Battle of Los Angeles continues to capture the imagination of historians, UFO enthusiasts, and conspiracy theorists alike.
Now, a lot of people wasn't born when that happened, but if you ask your grandfather or if you ask older people that you know, a lot of people remember that incident. They're just not trying to regurgitate it, but it's real, y'all. Check it out. Alright, this is not what we're looking for. Let's go. It's a lot of stuff in this quadrant about this topic too, y'all.
I ain't done yet. Counting all this money to my thumb, so I run now.
Weapon looks like it's been surgically attached. Talk about commitment to cause.
This is reenactments of the movie, gang. A lot of y'all probably seen this joint. But this battle over
the soldiers discovered a target.
Right now, one thing is clear. The world is at war.
At 1446,
is a campaign of rapid dominance. This is a textbook military invasion.
This was a serious issue, y'all. Even though we, you know, they kind of like making fun of it, but this was a serious issue, gang. I'm noticing that they throwing a lot of haymakers out here in this quadrant too. So we're gonna have to stay up here. We might have to search around. We might have to search around.
On the night of February 20...
Hold on, let's search around. Proud, y'all. Let's try to find this content.
In 1942, air raid sirens went off throughout Los Angeles County, and a total blackout was ordered. Reports of UFOs in the skies of Los Angeles led to anti-aircraft batteries firing over 1,400 shells into the sky, creating a spectacle that was witnessed by thousands of people.
Wow.
Despite the heavy barrage of anti-aircraft batteries, no aircraft were shot down, and no enemy aircraft were ever confirmed to be in the area. During this time,
they didn't hit nothing.
Fear was widespread among the Americans because of the Pearl Harbor attack by the Japanese. Some conspiracy theorists believe that the event was actually a cover-up for secret military tests or operations, and some proponents believe that the military was engaging with alien spacecraft. Another theory suggests that a weather balloon triggered the initial alarms and subsequent firing, with the shelling and flares creating an illusion of a larger scale event.
Ain't no way, gang.
The incident led to public confusion and fear. But in the end, what truly happened that fateful night is still classified.
Number 9, the Battle of Los Angeles. This incident took place in February of 1942. 3 months after the Japanese bombing of Pearl Harbor. Receiving word of another possible attack, air raid sirens went off around Los Angeles County and the area endured a blackout.
It's a true story, y'all.
1,400 shells were fired into the air. 5 people died as a result, and property damage was significant. Although it reportedly turned out to be a false alarm, the LA Times published a photo of the air raid with searchlights directed at what looked like a spaceship. While the photo was touched up, this didn't stop ufologists from holding it up as evidence. The theory even inspired the 2011 film Battle Los Angeles.
It appears that there's something like shadowy figures. I think I'm gonna head back now.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't know where they got this from. They thought they just made this up out of thin air. I be trying to tell you, man, ain't nothing made up, man. That's a fact.
God's whoop. Anti-aircraft guns went into action against unidentified aircraft in the Los Angeles area shortly after 3 a.m. Pacific wartime this morning.
This is the actual radio footage.
Guns began barking during a blackout ordered by the 4th Interceptor Command at 2:25 a.m. The unidentified object, which some sources thought might be a blimp, moved slowly down the Pacific coast from Santa Monica and disappeared south of Long Beach. Army officials declined to comment on the possibility that the object might have been a blimp. However, it required nearly 30 minutes to travel some 25 miles. Far slower than an airplane. Watchers on the rooftop of the Columbia Broadcasting Building in the heart of Hollywood could plainly see the flashes of guns and searchlights sweeping the skies in a wide arc along the coastal area. Concussion of the shells could be felt in downtown Los Angeles, 15 miles away.
Wow,
U.S. Army
crazy.
planes quickly took to the dark skies, but whether they contacted the object has not been announced. Army officials say they will not comment until they receive a full report of the action.
See what I'm saying? Sounds like a cover-up to me, guys. What y'all think? Get in the comment section right now if you think it's a cover-up. Or if it was a cover-up. Talk to me.
Several observers say they saw one or more planes spotlighted by 20 or 30 searchlights. The object moved southward, presumably over Huntington Park at the western edge of Los Angeles, and on southward to about Long Beach on the coast. By 3:30 a.m., observers said the object appeared to be over the south of Long Beach. Searchlights closely followed the object down the coast and kept it centered in their glare. Shells frequently could be seen bursting near the object, but none appeared to hit it. The shooting stopped about 3:30 a.m. The shooting brought warfare to the front door of this
Crazy.
city of 1.25 million population for the first time since December 7th. Already it was alert to the
That's the
presence
real
of the Southern California
newspaper
coast
clippings.
of a Japanese submarine which had pumped 25 shells into an oil field north of Santa Barbara Monday evening. Because of the presence of the submarine, a 3-hour alert was ordered at dusk last night, and civilian authorities stood at their posts while the Army and Navy continued their search for the submersible. The evening alert ended at 10:23 p.m., but another was sounded at 2:22 a.m., and the blackout followed within 3 minutes. It covered Los Angeles County from Santa Monica to Pomona. At 2:27, all Southern California radio stations were ordered off the air, except those in San Diego.
And that's the actual real
On the night of February 24 to 25th, 1942, Los Angeles found itself under siege, but not by enemy aircraft. Instead, an unidentified flying object triggered fears of an attack. During World War II, just months after the Pearl Harbor attack, the tension was palpable. At around 2:25 a.m., radar detected an unidentified object 120 miles west of Los Angeles. Air raid sirens blared, and a blackout was ordered. Anti-aircraft guns opened fire, with over 1,400 shells blanketing the sky. Despite the
Told
intense
you.
barrage, no enemy
A
aircraft
barrage
were
of
found.
bullets.
The event was later attributed to war nerves and possibly weather balloons, but the true nature of the Battle of Los Angeles remains a
cover-up.
subject of speculation and intrigue to this day.
Told you it was a cover-up. Told you they covering everything up. But don't worry, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna get to it. Let's get through this ash and trash. Before it's the end of it. Let's get through this. Let's get through this.
Next morning, over 1,400 shells were fired. Several buildings were damaged by shell fragments, and 5 people died. Some people said the military saw a large UFO and attacked it, using the Japanese as an excuse. But there's a lot of evidence suggesting this was a false alarm, and that the military likely mistook a weather balloon for a UFO due to the stress and fear of another attack after Pearl Harbor, which happened less than 3 months earlier. In 1945, after the war, the Japanese government confirmed they never flew planes over Los Angeles during the war, so it
Alright, we already got it confirmed. And this quadrant seems like it's so much copyright material, we're gonna be running around here for a minute, so we're gonna get up out of here. Let's get up out of here. The scanners detected too much copyright material. We got what we needed. We got what we needed. We gotta go back. We gotta go back. We got what we needed, guys. We got what we needed. So, you know, I think we proved that tonight. I think we gave y'all some reasoning, some evidence, and some research, depending on, you know, if you still believe in UFOs. If you don't believe in UFOs, then none of this is really gonna matter to you. But if you believe in UFOs, we gave you some real good proof today and tonight about the battle over Los Angeles. And let me tell you something. This was a real battle. You understand? Yes, our government, our army was firing at a UFO or possibly multiple UFOs, and a barrage of bullets they let loose and covered all the streets. The streets was covered with shrapnel, and this is no cap. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We still out here. We searching the quadrant. We got a couple of other stops to make, but y'all stay tuned to the next video. We out here. We still searching. See you in a minute.